and it might not be that fluid, but I'm going to show you something that I showed years ago when this clown named the Weekend, when he was going around with bandages on his stupid head. All right. And people were like, "What the hell is this guy wearing bandages on his head for?" But I knew right away because I was the one before anybody was talking about it, that I was telling everyone that Trump's going to get his head wound on a particular date, which is August 4th, right? But people had no idea that it even connected to Trump, right? But I'm going to show you why that dum dum the Weekend was wearing bandages. Like I said, I showed this years ago when he first was wearing it, but it's so relevant that I have to show it again, And like I said, I kind of put this video together pretty quickly, so I left out a lot of information that I could have showed. Uh, so the first thing I want to show you is this hairdo that the Weekend had originally. Did you ever see his hairdo? Look at this. It kind of reminds me of Trump's hair in a way. I don't know if you guys ever, uh, if you look at the side profile of Trump, his hair looks like Trump. I don't know why. With that, the way his hair comes down in the side and then has this arch over here. I don't know. Look, I'm just saying it's kind of weird, but it does kind of look like Trump on his head. Anyway, that's the first stupid thing. And it kind of looks like Florida, right? Which I've explained to you is hold on, let me bring that up real quick. Just wait a second here. Give me 1 second to bring it up. Anyway, just this way it gets people to come into the chat also, because it's a live stream, like I said. All right, remember this? Because, I'm telling you that Trump's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. Okay? He's going to get his head wound in Ohio on August 4th. But Trump lives in Florida right now. And Florida looks like his head. Okay? It's got this weird thing in the back. You see how that looked like the back of the Weekend's head? And it looks like a pistol. So it looks like Trump's hair and his head, and it looks like a pistol, right? But this is Florida where Trump lives right now. But he's going to get his head wound on August 4th in Ohio. Okay? Now, so that's why I was showing you the weird thing in his hair like that, Oh, forget it. You can't see it anyway. But anyway, so let me show you the weird connections. Like I said, it'll get better as it goes. Just pay attention, okay? It'll show you why he was wearing bandages, okay? The Weekend. First, let me tell you this. So the Weekend was the halftime show at the 55th Super Bowl. And Satan equals 55. And what was he doing at that 55th? He was wearing his stupid bandages. Okay? Because it's telling you that the Antichrist is going to get a head wound. Okay? And like I said, he was at the 55th Super Bowl. And like I said, I could have shown a lot more. I could have shown a lot more connections with that Super Bowl, but I'm not going to get into it. And speaking of 55, because Satan equals 55, right? Trump, in the year 2001, during the 9/11 attacks, he was 55 years old during 9/11, okay? And, I told you that everything connecting with Trump connects to Elvis, because Elvis is the real Antichrist. Trump is the Antichrist in the flesh. And whatever worship Trump gets is the worship of Elvis. Whatever worship Elvis gets is the worship of Trump, because they're like the Janus two-faced God, Anyway, and speaking of of the Super Bowl and the 55, because Satan equals 55. In 1990, the Super Bowl score was 55-10, and Satan equals 55-10. So the 1990, it was the 24th Super Bowl. That, and we're in the year 24 right now. But this really has to do with Elvis, okay? And I'll show you how in a moment. The score was 55-10. Satan equals 55-10. This is the only time in Super Bowl history with that score, because that year, see, the Weeknd was born on 2/16/1990. That year, Elvis was 55 years old. So now you have a connection with the Weeknd being born that year, and Elvis was 55 during the Super Bowl, where the score was 55-10. Okay, like I said, I can show you a ton more connections with the Super Bowls, but I'm not going to do that. Basically, and I'll get to his birthday meaning in a moment. That the Weeknd. I just wanted you to see that there was another connection, because he was at the 55th Super Bowl. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was the guy at the 55th Super Bowl. Are you getting it? Elvis was 55 when this Weeknd was born. Okay? And the score that year at the Super Bowl was 55-10. Satan equals 55-10. And Elvis was 55 that year. Okay, now back to the Weeknd. Okay? So the Weeknd was born in Toronto, Canada. Notice the area code is 416. Trump's birthday is 614. Okay? 416, 614. So it's same numbers. 614, 1416. Okay? Now, Trump, he's born on 614, right? 6 times 14 equals 84, because Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4, which is Obama's birthday. Obama is part of this charade. That's why he was the president before Trump, right? But Trump's going to get the head wound on August 4th. And Trump's head wound on August 4th is the 216, 217th day of the year. And 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216. Okay? But like I said, it's a leap year, but it still connects to each other. 216 connects to the 217 because it's August 4th, And the Weeknd was born on 216. Okay? Do you see there's another connection right there? All right. And guess how old Elvis is? Remember, he was born in 90. He's going to be 90 next year, Elvis, because next year is the June 11th prediction of Washington State being struck. Get out of Washington State next year. I'm telling you. Okay. That's the final year that I'm going to be discussing this, because it's going to happen. Okay. It's 1,000,000%, not 100%. Now, speaking of Trump's head wound being August 4th, and who's the only other person that the world recognizes as the person who got the head wound? It's JFK, right? JFK's birthday, okay, is 5/29. His birthday. 5/29 is the 149th day of the year, and its backwards date, its reverse date is August 4th, because it leaves the 5/29 is the 149th day, leaves 216 days in the year. And the 216th day of the year is August 4th. That's why 5/29's reverse date is August 4th. So the guy who had the head wound, his birth date is Trump's head wound day, August 4th, his reverse date. Okay? So that's another connection. Now, in between 5/29 and 8/4 is 67, 68 days if you add the day. 67 or 68 days if you add the day. And why is that important? Because Elvis equals 67 forward, 68 backwards. Okay, everything I told you is connected to Elvis. Okay, and Elvis Aaron Presley, his full name, equals 216. And I told you 6 times 6 times 6 equals 216, which is August 4th, right? 216, 217th day of the year. The Weeknd was born on 216, right? Now, this idiot, the Weeknd, was going around wearing, let's look at his image real quick. The Weeknd wearing bandages.
According to Variety, people have been speculating about the...
Well, no need to speculate any longer, okay? Because I've already explained it years ago why he was wearing it. So there he is wearing it right there, right? And notice it looks like a cup. You know, like what is that? Like a chalice? Is that what they call it? What do they call that? That cup? I forgot what it's called. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's weird, right? And so he's wearing a head wound. And remember, Obama is born on August 4th. So and that's why Trump's gonna get his head wound on Obama's birthday, right? And so that's why they chose you know probably a black guy to do this, But he's like half, whatever he is. I don't know what he is. But uh anyway, so he wore these bandages. When did he start wearing his bandages? Look. The first time the Weeknd wore the bandages was where?
The American Music Awards. According to Parade, when did The Weeknd first wear bandages in public?
The American Music Awards. Okay, hold on. So the first time he wore like full on bandages all over him, they're saying? Because first they're saying he wore like a small nose bandage, but then he wore a whole full face bandage, was at the American Music Awards. Okay, you ready for this? So, look at this. Get ready. Get ready. The Weeknd first wore the bandages at the American Music Awards. The date was 11/22. And it was the 48th American Music Awards. Now look at that, will you? Not only does it have the 8-4, because it was the 48th American Music Awards. 8-4, right? And JFK is the one who got the head wound. His head wound date was 11/22. See that? Are you telling me that that's a coincidence? That the date of this American Music Awards, and it was the 48th. Let's ask here. Remember, this was November 2020 American Music Awards when he first wore the bandages. When was the 48th American Music Awards? Look at that. See? The 48th was on November 22nd, 2020. See? Okay? Now, you see how incredible that is, right? 11/22. He wore bandages on his head, okay? At the thing. And it was the 48th, which is the 8-4 backwards. And JFK's head wound was on 11/22. That was the date of it, right? Hold on. Man, are you guys serious right now? You don't think that that's incredible? Wow, shocking. You people, man. I only got like 3 more cards left, so if you're not shocked by that, then you guys are like a dead audience. You guys, man, are something else, man. I give up with you people. Anyway, so his real name, what is the Weeknd's full name?
The Weeknd's full name is Abel Makonnen Tesfaye.
So his name is Abel, like Abe Lincoln, Abe L, get it? Abe L. Anyway, he's got the EL too, and EL means God in Hebrew. But look, Abel Makonnen Tesfaye, that's his name. So look at this. Abel Makonnen Tesfaye equals Donald John Trump in the front numbers. These are the reverse numbers. The front numbers are the more important numbers anyway. But look at that. It equals the exact same as Donald John Trump, his full name. You see that? Are you getting that? Are you guys getting that or not? All right. So now watch this. So you know that Trump, he had did Trump write a book called The Art of the Comeback?
According to Wikipedia, Trump, The Art of the Comeback is a 1997 book written by businessman and former president of the United States.
So he's all about the comeback, okay? So, and like I said, I could show you so many connections with the Super Bowls and Elvis, but I've done videos on that already. So remember, this dude who's got Trump's, Trump's name equals his full name, The Weeknd. So this dude is running around with bandages on his head, okay? And bandages, the word bandages equals the exact same as the word comeback. You see that? Bandages equals comeback, exact same number. And look at that, so you even got the 216. August 4th is the 216th day of the year. But look, it's the art of the comeback. I mean, the bandages, comeback, right? And have you ever wondered why? How does The Weeknd spell his name? The singer The Weeknd.
According to Wikipedia, Abel.
Look, this is how he spells his name. Look, The Weeknd. Look how he misses one of the E's. One E is missing. It's supposed to be END, but he takes it out. Why does he take it out? Because of this reason. The Weeknd equals head wound. You see that? The Weeknd, spelled like that, equals head wound. Now you tell me, how is this possible? Okay, so it equals, so The Weeknd equals head wound, and he's wearing bandages, and bandages equals comeback, because Trump is going to make a comeback after his head wound. Okay, because like I said, he's the Antichrist in the flesh. Okay, but Elvis is the real Antichrist, and by the way, I could show you lots of connections with the dates and stuff, but I'm not going to even get into that. I want to make this as simple as possible. And I told you he's going to get his head wound on August 4th, right? What day is August 4th this year?
August 4th, 2024 falls on a Sunday.
Sunday. August 4th is on a Sunday this year, okay? Okay. And how old is Donald Trump?
Donald Trump is 78 years old.
So Sunday, he's going to get his head wound at the age of 78. And Sunday is the only day that equals this. Sunday equals 84 and backwards 78. Look at that. See? He's going to get his head wound on 8/4. He's age 78. And you do have a 216 way over here. And 162 is June 11th, by the way, next year. So you have 216 August 4th. So do you see the connections I'm saying? You have that too, And, I told you Trump is 78 years old, right? And when he became president and he got elected, he was 70. He got elected at 70 years old, became president at 70 years old. He turned 71 during that year after he became president. But while he was president, he was still 70. So from the day he was elected and became president, which was 2016, 2017, right? That's 216, 217, like August 4th. 2016, 2017 is 216, 217. Same thing. Same numbers. And he was 70 years old, now he's 78. What is 70 plus 71 plus 72 plus 73 plus 74 plus 75 plus 76 plus 77 plus 78?
The answer is 666.
There you go. See? From his age, when he became president, and that day, by the way, he was 70 years old, 7 months, 7 days old. So he was the 777, and now he's the 666. You know what I mean? When he became 78 this year, from that time he became president. All right. Anyway, all right, folks, that's it. Anyone who got here late? All right. Yeah, Sunday, Bloody Sunday, exactly. Really? That was the weekend? Are you sure about that? I got to look at that. Was the weekend attacked in the chop zone? No. No, that wasn't. He was in Vegas. No, that was in Vegas. Because the chop zone was in Seattle, which I've talked about. I'm not talking about here. Anyway, folks, um, but it was in Vegas, I think. It, was the singer the weekend attacked? I think, yeah, it doesn't say. It just says something about a. The weekend avoids jail time after punching a police officer. What in the hell? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when this was. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, look, folks, I want to end the video. I want to make it as short as possible. That way people watch. Make sure you thumb up this video. I still can't understand how you guys can watch the videos and not thumb up a video like this where you see perfect connections. I mean, by the way, I could have shown you more. Like I said, I just didn't want to go into every detail. Um, Make sure you thumb up this video and make sure you comment under the video. Okay? Comment under the video about what you saw in the video, okay? And make sure you thumb up the video, all right? Anyway, God bless all of you. Jesus is God. End of video.